This is how to use Outlook Mail on iPhone, okay? The first step is to get to the App Store of your iPhone and install the application. So I'll tap on mine. Once that's open, tap on the search and type in Outlook. Alright, after that tap on search, this has shown Outlook as the top match. Alright, so I will tap on the download icon, which is at the top right. So hold on for the installation to be completed. And here the app is done installing. So the next step you need to take is to tap on open. As the application opens, you will find yourself on an interface that looks like this. If maybe you don't have an Outlook account before now, tap on create new account, follow the on-screen guide until you create a new account and a new email address will be given to you. But in this case, I have an existing Outlook account. I'm going to sign in. So for you to sign in, tap on add account. Okay. On this new page, it may detect an account you already have if you had, signed into the app before now. As you can see, it has dictated 2 accounts here. But I will tap on skip so that I will assume that nothing has been done. So I will tap on skip button. Then here I will type in the account, that's the email address, okay? Outlook email address. Once you're done typing in the email address, tap on add account. On this new page, it asks a question. It says, would you like to add another account? I will tap on maybe later. Then it says enable notifications. I will tap on no thanks. So I have successfully signed in into this Outlook account. But note, if you are doing this for the first time, it may provide you with a space for you to type in your password. It did give me that option because it noticed I have used this particular Outlook account on this iPhone. So your own case may be different, but just follow the step-by-step guide. You will get that done. So once you're here, you'll be placed on your inbox. Okay, you can see the inbox heading there, meaning that I am on the inbox. Then let's talk about other options here. And there are 2 major categories there. We have focus and we have others. Focus gives you inbox and other important tabs of an Outlook account. So if you tap on other, you will see that these are notifications from subscriptions and other things that are not so important. So always be on the focused section. Okay. Then another thing we have to know is how to access other important tabs on your Outlook account. And for you to do that, you need to tap on your icon, profile icon, which is at the top left. So if I tap on mine, I will see other options here. You can see inbox, which is where I'm landed when I open the application. You have sent, which contains emails you sent before. We have draft, which contains some messages you drafted that you have not sent out. All right, we have archive, we have sent, we have snoozed, we have deleted, and a lot of options there. All right, deleted contains some emails you deleted from your inbox but are still within the system for a period of 30 days. So let me tap on that for you to see what we have there. And you can see this is empty because I've not deleted any from this my email account for some time now. So I'll tap on my profile icon again and I will get to inbox again. Okay. All right, so let's talk about how to send your first email. All right, for you to send an email, what you need to do is to tap on the pencil-like icon at the bottom right. When you tap on that, you are expected to type the email address of the person you want to send the email to. So let's say I want to send to contact Godwin Tech. So I will type the email address there, whether Outlook, Gmail, Hotmail, or any other email service, it will go. Once you finish typing in the email address, it will show under with the name of the owner. All right, so tap on that. Then if you want to add another email address, just continue typing. After that, tap on it. Then the subject area, tap there and give the email a subject. All right, let's say upcoming meeting in this case. Then after typing that, you tap inside the place where you have empty space, which is under here, okay, where you have start typing or help me write, okay, because Copilot AI is integrated into the new Microsoft Outlook. It says I can tell the Copilot to help me write, but I don't want that, okay. I want to do everything manually. So let me compose my message. So once you're done typing the email and you want to send it, the next step is to tap on the send icon, which is the arrow that points towards the right. So you can see email sent. And for you to see the sent email, tap on the profile icon, which is at the top left, and then select sent. So you can see the email we sent to Godwin Tech, all right, is the first one at the top there. So if I want to see more about it, I will tap on it and it will open fully. All right. So let's get back and then go learn other things by tapping on the profile icon, and then I will select the inbox option again. So we are landed to the in the inbox again. All right, at the top is filter, which allows you to filter some things in your email. All right, take for example, you want to filter a particular email account. What you need to do is to tap on that filter. So on tapping on filter, you will see a lot of options there. And let's say I want to check for unread emails. So I will tap on unread. So this will filter and show me some emails I have not read that are available in my inbox. You can see these ones, I have not read them. So if I tap there again, I'm returned to filter again, and I want to filter another thing, I'll tap there. And let's say in this case, I want to filter emails that contains files, all right, that contains attachments. Okay, that's what I mean by files. When you tap on the has files, it will filter them down. You can see these emails, they all contain attachments. Okay, so that's how you do filtering in your inbox. All right, so that's that. So maybe you are seeing limited numbers of emails in your inbox and you want to see more. What you need to do is scroll. When you scroll, you tap on load more conversations. Okay, so this is not the only email in this inbox. So this will load and show me more emails I have in this place. Okay, so let's talk about the use of Copilot AI tool in Outlook. For you to use that in Outlook Mobile, once you're a subscriber, a full subscriber to Microsoft 365, you will see the Copilot icon there. So tap on it. So on tapping on that, you can see what it shows you samples, what needs my reply, all right, or trigger my inbox. Okay, try age my inbox, all right, and maybe I say, okay, filter emails. Let me say filter emails from contactgodwintech@gmail.com. Let's see what it can do. All right, you can see here, I say show emails from contactgodwintech@gmail.com. So after typing what you want it to do for you, tap on the send icon, which is the arrow that points up in this case. So it's thinking to give me the feedback I need. Okay, it said I found several emails from this, okay, in your mailbox. Here is the summary. So it's giving me the summary of the whole thing, the date received, personal follow-up conversation, and a lot of them. So use the Copilot AI tool to get to anything you want to get to so fast. All right, that's why it's inbuilt in this Outlook so that it can make things easier and faster for you. So that's by the way. Then talking about apps, there's apps section at the bottom and there's calendar. So let's get to that. And let's say I want to check calendar. In this case, I'll tap on calendar and you can see the calendar page has opened, and from here I can schedule an event. Maybe there's an event that is coming up on the 20th of this month. I will tap on that. All right, so once you tap on that, it will take you to a page that looks like calendar tool, and it's now time for you to schedule that particular event. And for you to do that, tap on the plus sign, the calendar with plus sign at the bottom. All right, then give it a title. Let's say student's guide. Okay, let's say there's something I have that they named as known as student's guide. All right, so after typing that, the next step is people. Who do you think that need to attend that? Tap on the people section. It will show you some email addresses that you have interacted with. Okay, then tap on one. If maybe an email address is not here, the one you want to add is not here, type it in the space where you have type a name or email address, and after that it will show up. Tap on it and it will be added. But in this case, let's say I want to involve Godwin Tech in that meeting or event. I will tap on his name. So once that particular email address is added, you can tap other ones you want to be added as well. Okay, Scott Michael, I want him to participate as well. Then it has been added. Then tap on the tick sign at the top right. So these two persons have now been added in this event, meaning that they will get notification about this. All right. So you have all day. No, it's not going to be all day. So I will not check the box. Okay, the button is turned off in this case. Then date, that is 20th, is selected already. Then time here is selected as 8 to 9. If you want something different, tap on that time section and select a different time of your choice. So I can tap here and I will select a different time for myself. Let's say I want this meeting to be by 12. It's going to start by 12 p.m. and we tap on the end time section and it's going to end by 2 p.m. instead of 1 p.m. After that, tap on the tick sign at the top right and that time is selected. Okay, so where is the meeting going to be holding? It's going to be in Teams meeting app. In this case, that's the default. But if you want something different, maybe you want it to be on a particular location, so tap on that location section and type the name. So let's call it Coast City section or Coast City Hall. All right, so the people I'm going to be in the event with knows what I'm trying to talk about. So after that, tap on the tick sign for it to be added, and it's not going to be on the Teams meeting any longer. So I'll toggle off the button and check if there is any attachment or description about the meeting. You can tap on description and add, but all these other settings are cool by me. So after setting that, I will tap on the tick sign. So these guys are going to get notification that this is going to hold on that particular day. So this meeting has now been scheduled. All right, so you can see Godwin Peter, students guide. So I've gotten an email immediately because I used my other email for days. So I have gotten notification that I'm going to have an event or a meeting with Godwin Peter on that particular day. So let's tap on the emails icon, or will I say email major tab here. So I'll tap on that to return to inbox. Then let's take a look at the apps. When you tap on apps, you will see some apps you can use here. We have the files, we have contacts, we have all apps. So when you tap all apps, you see some other apps you can navigate to from this Outlook. But I don't want us to go deep into that. Here we can see email, we can see calendar, we can see file tab, and we files app and contacts. So if you have any use for all these, you can navigate to that particular app, maybe contacts. You can navigate to contacts from here and make some changes you want to make or use it from this particular interface. But let me just close that by tapping on the X sign. Let's talk about the notification and the search bar. You can see at the top part, you see the notification icon at the top there. So this allows you to see if you have any notifications on this your Outlook application, mobile app. So when I tap on that, you can see I have no notifications there. I'll go back. Then the search allows you to search your email. All right, let's take for example, somebody sent me an email maybe a few days ago on Microsoft OneDrive or just OneDrive or a particular keyword, but I can't get to the email so fast. I can use the search box icon to get to that. So let's tap on search. So on tapping there, you can see all is selected. Maybe it's email you want to search, tap on email. If it's people, tap on that people, which allows you to get a particular email address so fast. But in this case, let's leave it on Earl. So let's say I want to search OneDrive. I want to see where OneDrive was mentioned in my inbox. All right. So after that, tap on the search button of your keyboard And let's see. You can see this has filtered down all emails where OneDrive is mentioned. All right, and that is how you can use the search button. I will tap on cancel. All right, the last part of this tutorial is accessing settings. Maybe you want to change some things about your Outlook mobile application. So what you need to do is to tap on your profile icon, which is at the top left in this case. All right, so on tapping there, you will see the settings icon. All right, which is gear icon. Tap on it. On tapping on it, this displays a lot of things that have to do with the settings of your Outlook. Take for example, I want to start signing into Outlook with Face ID. I will toggle on the button, all right? Then that means anytime I want to sign in on this Outlook, I don't need to do what? To type in the password. I will use the Face ID to get to it. Then automatic replies, you can see that if it's turned off here, but if you want to turn it on, tap on that and then make the settings, okay, for automatic reply for a particular date and time. All right, so you have signature section. You want to create signature on your Outlook email for mobile. Just do it from here and everything will be activated. Then let's talk about the display and appearance. When you tap on that, you see some options. How do you want this Outlook mobile to display? All right, the system settings is being used, but when you want to switch to dark mode, you tap on dark. All right, so when you get back to your inbox, you see that everything here is now in dark mode. So in your own convenient time, go through the settings of this Outlook mobile. You will see a lot you can do. If you consider this video helpful, just consider subscribing by hitting the subscribe button, okay? Hit the like button and leave a comment, okay? If you have anything you want to ask, just drop that in the comment section. See you some other time.